What's up, everybody? I'm Chris Alwell, community editor for the Eden Prairie Sun-Current. It's Tuesday, April 7th. Here's what's happening in Eden Prairie today. Well, pundits in the media tend to make a big deal about an elected official's first 100 days in office, but is that really the best indicator of the value of that official's governance? Perhaps not anymore. Maybe the best indicator in this era of mass communications is the first 100 tweets, a milestone Representative Erik Paulsen passed last week with this tidbit. I'm quoting his Twitter feed here. On CNBC at 9:50 Eastern, 8:50 Central to talk jobs and the budget. At this point, a little background might be required. Tweets are updates posted to Twitter, an online service that lets users post updates of 140 characters or less. Twitter users, called twits by some, which we'll use here for lack of a better word, but only after disclosing that I am in fact a twit. Twits can select users whose updates they'd like to follow. Followers see that twit's updates, which can include everything from links to websites to random thoughts. Congressman Erik Paulsen is very interested in using new media, said staffer Luke Friedrich. Paulsen started tweeting November 20th, 2008, just weeks after he won the election, when he announced that he was in D.C. for new member orientation. Paulsen has wisely chosen not to tweet whatever pops into his head, so don't expect to find snarky comments about Nancy Pelosi's outfit. He has decided instead to use his Twitter feed to keep his followers up to date on what he's doing in Washington. For instance, on April 1st, Paulsen posted 4 tweets. At 11:42 a.m., he was in a financial services committee hearing. About 3 hours later, he was in the office with constituents. The reason I use Twitter is it's a good way to communicate directly in a timely manner with my constituents, Paulsen said during a brief interview. Paulsen is just one of many officials using new media to communicate with constituents, Friedrich pointed out. The use of new media, Friedrich said, also helps Paulsen reach a new audience, one that's younger and more likely to get their news from the internet. You can learn more about Paulsen's Twitter feed in this week's upcoming issue of the Eden Prairie Sun-Current. Let's check out the Weather Underground forecast and we'll get you out of here. For today, mostly sunny with highs of 45 to 50 degrees. Tonight should be clear in the evening, becoming partly cloudy with lows from 25 to 30 degrees. Tomorrow, expect partly cloudy with highs around 45 again. That's the Weather Underground forecast. Well, that's about it for today's webcast. The school board meets tonight, so check in tomorrow for updates. Until then, I'm Chris Alwell for Sun Newspapers.